We have a great video today. It is mostly trucks. They're American and Japanese. We're going to start off with the American trucks first. Here's the 1988 Jeep Wagoneer. Really like the color on this, the black, the gray, and the red streaks. It's got the winch on the front, the beadlock wheels. Very good job on this cast. '95 Jeep Cherokee from H-Case. Green Jeep Cherokee. Winch on the front also. Beadlock wheels. The light bar. Roof rack. Spare tire, spare gas cans. This is the newer 2022 Q-Case 95 Jeep Cherokee. It's like the orange/red mix 95 Jeep Cherokee. I don't know which one I like better. Both the colors look good on it. Which one do you like better? Do you like the green one, or we'll just call it the orange one? I'm almost leaning towards green. It's more of like obviously a forest color. I mean, they're both really cool. So I like the stickers on the back window. The very cool 1961 Jeep FC, the Matchbox moving parts with the. This thing just looks amazing, unboxed. That green is just beautiful. The dump truck doesn't stay up when you lift it, so that's why I don't have it up. It'll just fall down. But for playing with it, it's awesome. It's a classic vehicle. Obviously, you don't see too many of these drive around the streets. But now I know this isn't a truck, but it is an off-road vehicle. This is like the coolest minivan I've seen, the Chrysler Pacifica. Here's a soccer mom that means business. This thing is built for off-roading. Nice front bumper, the roof lights, the lift, the spare tires in the back. Yeah, this thing is sick. Wish I could get one of these in real life. Obviously, this is not a truck either, but this is the 1970 Dodge Charger built for off-roading from the Fast and the Furious. Most of us have seen the Fast and Furious movie, so we've seen this on the big screen. This is pretty awesome. I always wonder if they use like a junk one. I hope they did, because these Charger bodies are definitely valuable. But I like the spare tire and the beadlock wheels. So this thing's pretty serious too. Matchbox Local Cruisers International Scout 4x4. This International Scout with the Skyjacker colorway is awesome, and the tires are actually more knobby than the usual ones, which adds more of an off-road effect. But this thing is sweet. If you guys like this video, if you want to see more, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what I'm doing right. Tell me what you think I'm doing wrong, or what do you want to see more of. Matchbox Working Rigs International Durastar 4400 tow truck. I really like this tow truck unboxed. I don't know why. It's just you don't normally see a lot of these. And it fits your standard Hot Wheels Matchbox vehicle. The back does drop down. I'll show you. Here are the Japanese vehicles, the Nissan Patrol Custom. Nissan Patrol. I like the hood scoop is exposed with the engine. Normally I don't really like silver, but I think it does look pretty good on this. Again, it's got the beadlock wheels. I wish we would have gotten this in the US. Looks like a fun little truck. The Matchbox 95 Nissan Hardbody. I always think of this as like the American flag Nissan truck, the red, white, and blue. I do like the colors on it, the way they did the paint, and that tow hitch is nice too. They have a matching colored, I think it's a motorcycle trailer you can get for this too. The Matchbox Moving Parts 1978 Subaru Brat. The hood opens on this Brat, I'll show you. It does have seats in the back bed, which is very cool. Again, the color scheme is pretty nice on this one. Here's the hood up. and obviously the engine. Cool little cast. Matchbox Moving Parts Toyota FJ Cruiser. This FJ Cruiser has the doors that open. I like the Toyota logo on the front grille. There you go, the door is exposed. These things are really valuable. I looked in maybe to get for like a second vehicle, but they are not cheap, even with like 200,000 miles on them. Must be the Toyota quality and just, they don't make them anymore. Matchbox Moving Parts Toyota Land Cruiser FJ40. This is my favorite Land Cruiser of all time, the original one, the very first one. I love the looks, I love that front grille. It just looks awesome. The doors open on it, which I'll show you right now. The doors are super stiff on this to open. Anyone else that has this, did you have a problem opening the doors? They were super tight. The Matchbox Toyota 4Runner. The modern, most recent 4Runner. I think it's the 3rd gen. Is that right? Is this the 3rd gen? I think that's the TDR Pro front grille. It's got the hood scoop. Of course, sunroof. This is my favorite body style of the 4Runner. This thing just looks great. Matchbox 2021 Ford Bronco National Parks. The National Parks Edition Bronco. I love the color on these. That, I don't know, you call it like a lime color, but I don't know, they just look so cool. And I love going out to the national park, so I think that adds a lot to it, why I like it so much. I'm trying to get the whole set, or each one that I see. National Parks Plowmaster 6000. Look at this thing. This thing is serious. It's got the snow plow, the dump truck. The dump truck does not open. I thought it might, but it does not. Of course, the color scheme of the national park is so cool. It's got the tow hitch for pulling other big vehicles. I really like this. MBX backhoe. I feel this should have been a moving parts. The front scoop, you can move it, but it is fixed. The plastic just flexes. And the backhoe in the back doesn't move. But this would have been really cool if that would have been a moving parts. I know it would have been more money, but I think they should have done that. But anyways, this is a cool cast too. The huge MBX excavator. I assume MBX stands for Matchbox. This is the big boy excavator. This thing is great. I love they did the working rigs of this. The whole arm does move. It goes down like this. So, and it twists as shown. But that thing's a beast, and that goes really well with the national park set, colorway, whatever you want to call it. And lastly, the MBX Rally 2 set. The reason I'm including this is because of the national park Toyota FJ Cruiser. There's a Toyota truck, another International Scout, the Lamley Datsun, and forgot what that one's called. Of course, this goes with the national park set, or the colorway, the FJ Cruiser. This is actually the reason I bought the whole set, is just for this vehicle. I think it's so awesome. And which FJ Cruiser do you like better, the moving parts or the national park? The moving parts has more detail to it. The front grille is filled in, and obviously the door is open, but moving parts has more traditional color scheme with the white roof. Which one do you guys like better, or girls? International Scout. Again, the knobby wheels for serious off-roading. I love that it's a convertible where there's no top on it. That's fun. Which Scout do you like better, the Skyjacker version or the silver Matchbox Rally version? The silver one's more subdued, I feel like. The Skyjacker's a little more out there, more loud. I like them both. Here's the off-road Toyota truck, the Baja Edition. It's got the wide fender flares, for the desert racing. Extra spare tire. I feel like this just looks a little off for some reason. I think the body's just too high off the wheels. This is the Geo Predator. I don't know if this is a real vehicle or not, or if they made it up. It sounds like it is. It has the same knobby tires as the International Scout. If it is real, it looks pretty cool. I mean, I'm sure it can go off-road in some crazy places. But I've never heard of it, so I don't know if it's a fantasy car or not. So here is the, I'm going to call it the Lamley Datsun. The reason I call it that, there's the L on the fender. I'll zoom in a minute. It's a guy called Lamley Group. And he's on all the social media. He has a big YouTube channel if someone doesn't know. But I guess, I don't know the story behind it. If he really liked his vehicle, but Matchbox put his logo on it. So, I mean, that's pretty awesome. I wish they'd do that for me. Right there is the Lamley. It's not focused. Right there, the Lamley logo, the L. So, I mean, if you don't know what it is, I mean, you would never know. But, and actually, I didn't until I saw a video that he did saying that's his logo. So, congrats to him. That's pretty awesome.